Good morning. Welcome to Australia and the still only 35. So it's Merry Monday Mailcall Show. It's Monday here. It's Sunday where you are. I apologize for being from the future. Nothing really happened. TikTok came back online today. So they disappeared for 24 hours and arrived back in the future with us. So that's an interesting thing. So welcome, everyone. It's great to see you. We have a special guest today on the show. Wasn't expected, but we're very happy to have him. For those of you who don't know, it's Cliff on Comics. How are you, sir?
I rolled out of bed and did my hair just for you.
It's 7:30. Of course it is. Of course it is.
It's the middle of the afternoon, and I had a very long night.
It's so good to see you. So the reason why you're here is we are doing a review of my recent pickups from various giveaway hauls, and one of which was for the Council of Comics. So I thought it would be.
You have no idea how honored I am on so many levels, because our background right now is the Ghost Rider, and you used it in the thumbnail too. It's the Ghost Rider that I contributed just because I loved the homage cover so much. I'm like, this is neat. Someone's gonna really love this, and so I'm just like so happy. Yeah.
So I do really love that, and we'll come to that in a minute. So it's great to see you. We do have some people in the chat, and we would be remiss not to say hello. So we'll start with the first person that was here, who is pretty much on every stream and is a fantastic community member. Christina Payne, thank you for being here. Such a pleasure.
Man. Christina Payne and Las Cruces work a battleground like no other. No other.
If you're not aware, Christina will be throwing links in left, right, and center to various channels. I'm assuming she'll cover Council of Comics and Cliff on Comics as well, so that actually you get to go and subscribe to those great channels, and maybe you might win a giveaway like I did. So go ahead.
And Las Cruces last month, who should be expecting one box after another. So I hope he's getting everything.
And guess who else we've got? We've got Bo from our man Omnibo from the Aussieverse.
Aussieverse.
Yeah, we should.
And what do we know about Aussieverse?
It's for
life. Aussieverse is for life. There we go. Never forget it, especially if you're on the show.
Do you know how long it took me to learn that? It took 3 shows.
It took me one show. You know? You listen, all it takes for me one time. I'm like, ooh.
Very good.
I'm like, I'll get it right next time, Daddy.
And look who else is here. It's John from John's Comics with Kids. Hello, John. So good to see you. Let's see who else we have in the list. We have Renegade Rants Comics. Hello, good to see you. And I think we're up to date. So I'm going to try and do my best to be a good host and make sure I keep on track of who's in chat and who's not in chat. So if you haven't already, check out the channels that are actually in the chat as well. John's Comics with Kids and Renegade Rants Comics as well. So all good. All right, now let's take this down. This is the other thing that I'm really good at, Cliff. I don't take down the comments very well. I sort of leave them up.
Oh my.
Because I'm not lazy, but just I get absorbed with the books. So
and the
guest, of course, and the guest. Speaking of which, let's bring up the actual secondary screen. Now I'm trying to work out the best way to do this. Maybe if it was upside down, it would be.
I'm sorry. Do you have a still 35-cent playmat? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I do. Have you not seen this before?
No. Well, you know what? I like to save myself some surprises.
So I do. I've had my. Oh, now what's happened?
And also, Dave. Sundays are really chaotic for me. So, I'll listen to you. I'll let it ride. To make sure you're getting the view, and I'll be like, "That's neat," and then I'll turn my head and be like, "Oh, I like that." But then that's it. So, today's extra special holiday weekend.
So there you go. There is my placemat. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it up big so you can get to see it. And then let's see. Here we go. So this is my. It even has lights on the edges.
Oh, you bougie bitch.
It's so. I'm debating whether to change it, but I like it. It's actually, it adds quite nicely to the whole scene, and it works quite well. So reasonably happy with it. Yeah, and it's great. And these overhead cameras are a godsend, I think, if you're doing stuff like this. So
and your home is highly air conditioned.
It has air conditions, but it's not on right now. But the cameras are air conditioned in case they overheat. So hopefully we don't get any overheating this week. I've already prepped Cliff on that just in case. So we'll see how we go. All right. So let's get started maybe. So first on the list, which I think was from the Council of Comics giveaway in November, the big one.
It looks familiar.
It does look familiar. Scorch 25. I know nothing about this book. Absolutely nothing. Other than it's a Spawn type book. It's a Spawn book, right?
Yes, but they are all, it's like all the Spawn people. Like it's a team of Spawn people.
Right.
So it's a team book. And of course, issue 25s are always anniversary issues. Plus, it's a very fancy black cover. That is literally all I have to tell you.
And exactly, but this is the thing. This is what I love about not mystery boxes, giveaways, right? Is that you get stuff that you would never normally look at or see, and you get to sort of explore. And I love this cover actually.
Yeah.
I've never really been a Spawn fan, which is an interesting one. But I do like that. And you're right. As a black cover, it's pretty intense as well. So yeah, I will probably give that a crack and have a read. 25 is always a difficult one, right? Because do they reset generally and give you a
no? But usually there's like it's like a double-sized issue or an epic showdown or let's jump back into it point.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give it a go and we'll see. I will see what it's like. But stunning cover regardless. So super happy with this. This one I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if this was in Simon's. I did have another one from Simon. I won his giveaway. Simple Simon won one of his giveaways. I'm pretty sure it was either in your box or it doesn't look familiar to me for your box.
Yeah. Although I would not put it past Phil to include this. If it was in our box.
Again, it's one of those where I sort of have like I'm trying to think of who's that artist that did X-Force.
The one when they got when they became ecstatic
with Dupe and that.
Yeah, I can't remember for the life of me.
But the art is very familiar. It looks very similar to that, but it's apparently by this person called Shaky Kane. Again, image title, weird work. Never ever seen that before. Don't know what it's about. So
the writer is Jordan Thomas, which as we can see on camera.
Correct.
And it's a detective story. Obviously,
I think so. Let's have a look. I mean, let's see what we can get. I mean, they're very well bagged and boarded, which is always a nice thing. Yeah, it looks like it's a detective story set in a alien world. In fact, yes, very strange. Oh dear.
Yeah,
that's a lot of.
No expletives in the. Oh wait, we're at minute 10. It can't be any expletives in the first 7 minutes. We're safe.
Oh, we're good. That's good. This one I really like. This one I know. I think this one was from Simon. From memory. This is beautiful, actually. I really like this. Gorgeous Red Sonja foil cover. Dynamite I1 Empire of the Damned. Just really nice looking cover. I don't know if you can trying to get it out of the light, but I think that looks great. So again, another great pickup and a book I wouldn't normally read. So interested to see how that turns out. Niles, who's the artist? So it's Steve Niles and Alessandro Amoruso. I probably butchered that, but what's happened to the light?
It got super bright, all because of Red Sonja and her foil.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Hopefully it'll calm down. Was this from you guys?
Possibly.
This is Power Rangers Dracon New Dawn, 1 of 3. And this looks like a variant cover, right? Well, maybe not. But again, I've never read a Power Rangers book. But like the cover on this, it's
number one, I think it's one of ours. Number two, it's because it's a super pretty cover. You can tell that we're very shallow picking out things.
it is a very, very pretty cover. Very nicely designed. And I like the fact that this, as well as you've got this gold, they've matched the gold logo with the gold armor.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a good one. Again, never read a Power Rangers book. It will be something I will have a look at and enjoy. Was this? I assume this was yours.
No, and you want to know why I think it's not ours? Because none of us like those covers.
So it's an interesting cover. So I think this might be Simon then. But what's interesting about this is it's not just your average black cover. There's like the Starfield on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure you can see it in the. Let's have a look.
You really can't. The light is not.
Really can't. It looks like it's got dust marks all over it, but this is number 42 of Darth Vader, a variant edition. But I really not sure. It does. I like the logo, but I'm almost like it doesn't feel like a variant cover to me. It feels like just like a sleeve.
Yeah, it's mostly why we don't like them. And if they happen to have turned out to have come from us, it probably would have been Green Shirt Guy, because he does love Star Wars, and he appreciates the Starfield. Yeah.
So this one, I think this one was yours.
Yes, most likely.
This makes sense. Again, haven't been reading Star Wars of late. I picked up Star Wars when they relaunched it with the Darth Vader series. And really,
Darth Vader was the best series of them all.
Yeah, I think, and it's stood the test of time. Both of them as well, Vader Dan as well.
Yeah,
they seem to have nailed Darth Vader, but the rest of it, I hear good and bad things about High Republic.
Yeah, yeah. But Leia, great series.
Oh, I haven't read that one. I should get onto it. Oh, tell a lie. I think I might have a cutout of. So do you remember those? Someone was doing, and I can't remember the artist. He was doing these amazing. They'd take a blank sketch cover, and they would cut a template out, and then the back cover, the actual cover, would show through. So you get sort of like this negative image of Leia or whatever. And I had one of those. I'm pretty sure I still have it. Of issue 1, and it was a great cutout of Leia from the movies, so it looked really good. It was just, I always found that as a very interesting way to treat blank sketch covers. So that I'll dig out a copy.
To me, it sounds amazing.
It's actually really good. I should get onto that and share that with you at some point. I'll send you a picture on the IGs. So now let me just see. Oh, Vincent's here as well. I've been missing some people. Hang on just 1 second before we move on. Vincent is here. Hello, Vincent. Great to see you. Vincent's always on the show every week, and constantly leaves comments. So welcome. Good to see you. And apparently, Christina's just seen. So he has 200 subs now.
Yes.
So that's great.
But
so,
Bo and I are 200 and 201. I'm 201.
Awesome. Welcome, Vincent. It's really good to see you. So then we've got Predator: The Last Hunt. And again, was this one? I think this was yours. I'm pretty sure. But again, never read a Predator book. Never. Issue number 3. Great cover.
If it's one of ours, again, great cover.
Yeah, it's another great cover. It is the secret to success. Give away great covers, and you'll get people in. Yeah. This one I think must have been yours. And
that one's very recognizable.
And this is a really great cover because it's completely foil. Magic Masters of Metal issue 1 from Boom Studios.
Yeah.
Looking good. Again, never really been a Magic fan, but I know a lot
No,
of
but
people.
it's such a great cover. It's such a great cover.
It is. I'm wondering if it goes onto the back.
I'm almost certain.
No, what you do get is that.
But,
still, issue 1, foil, not even a foil cover, like an embossed gold cover with foil. Fantastic. This is probably where I get to your wheelhouse, though.
The Flash.
Right? The Flash. So again, you know I'm not as massive a DC boy as I am a Marvel boy.
Yeah.
So I am, and I'm not afraid to admit that I need educating on the DC, particularly the modern stuff, right? So this is issue 1, right, from 2009, The Flash Rebirth. Do you want to tell me anything about this book? Again, great. Again, fantastic looking cover.
Well, this book is the so on the pages of Justice League and Justice Society of America, also by Jeff Johns. The Flash had been reborn, and Wally and his family had been rescued from the Speed Force by Brainiac 5, and so like it was a very hearty crossover between Justice League, JSA, and the Legion of Superheroes. So Rebirth was just his way of trying to sort out the Flash family, and it's good looking. I don't know too many people who absolutely love it. I did not absolutely love it. I thought it was fine, and then shortly after this, we got Flashpoint. So it was kind of like, why did we do this?
Right, I see. So it would have, because I was sitting there going, is it linked to Flashpoint? Because
not really.
I don't know. It's almost like its own little standalone that just got threw away with Flashpoint.
No, but I wouldn't say get thrown away. And I was gonna say it's for the moment it was out. It was a meaningful standalone.
Right. Okay.
So overall it's a great read. It's a great story. It's still in continuity now that they've repaired everything. So
it still is. Okay. Well, that's good. Again, I need to get into my DC. So this is a good starting point for me. I'm assuming it's a good starting point.
That one's pretty good. Pretty good.
And talk about Rebirth.
Right. Again, so now this is from the event Rebirth, in which Wally West was freed from the Speed Force.
Yep.
And then all these things started unfolding, and we started learning more and more about the damage that had been done from the world that we left and the birth of the New 52.
Right. Okay. So this is recent then. This is
2016, 17, 18.
So this is post New 52. Right?
Oh yeah, post New 52.
So okay. So essentially, this is still in continuity now because post New 52 that we went into Rebirth and now.
Yep,
so we're still in the Rebirth era at the moment, are we? Or
no, we went into Dawn of DC, and then oh man, now we're in All In. We're in the All In era. That's what we're in.
Yeah. But essentially, it's still the same continuity, right? From this point.
Well, they used Rebirth to restore continuity, so there you go.
Right. Okay.
Great stuff. Great. I love reading comics. Love it. So I love the convolution.
But I love the fact that all of these have got great, like literally to your point, definitely. Like if I was in a store and saw these, the covers are what make these.
Yes.
But that's why I wanted to double check with you in terms of story content. It's like, where am I gonna love it? Am I gonna hate it? I'm assuming I'm gonna love it if it's got Superman in it.
Well, these were really good. This was Peter J. Tomasi's era on Superman, which is well received. So, I'm down.
Are these the same book?
No,
because they're both ones. So what's the difference? with Superman and
Okay.
Superman.
So I think the one on your left is the one shot, and then I think the one on your right is the ongoing.
The ongoing. Okay. Okay,
Right?
that would make
Because
sense.
the one on your left says DC Universe Rebirth.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
All right. So that's like a one shot, which leads into this issue 1.
Yes. So if you see other rebirths, there's Rebirth, which is usually a one shot, and then DC Universe Rebirth means it's part of the ongoing.
Right. Okay. And then we have issue 21 of that same issue with Black Dawn, which again, great cover. Look at that.
Yeah.
So anything on that I'm assuming that's Black Dawn on the front cover, right?
I don't remember the villain's name, if it was Black Dawn or not, but it's trying to manipulate and take over young John Kent. And Manchester Black is part of the story, and he is not helpful at all. He's only making everything worse.
Yeah, really looking forward to checking it out. So
it's fun, but again, it may be there because the cover is really lovely, and it was still part of the Rebirth era.
Yeah.
Richard.
Well, it's very annoying that I have to now go and get issue through to 21.
Is it annoying, or do you enjoy having a new challenge?
It's not annoying. It's one of those
new challenge to shop for.
I just have to, exactly. The Hi Richard, is great to see you.
It's great.
But yes, it's like it does send you down these rabbit holes where you go, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So this is good. Now at least I've got some reading order to do there. That's good.
Yeah.
And then this one again, I think this is definitely from yours.
Oh, and that's definitely a cover pick, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is a great cover. And again, this is the thing that gets my OCD going. Like, and now I've got these titles, and if I get a number 7 like this, I go, ugh. Like, where do I put it? Like, do you have that?
No, because I either go, who am I giving this to, or am I going to put it in a slab?
Right. Now this one, I know this I don't think came from you. This was definitely Simon's pick, but I wanted to show this one because it's a beautiful cover. With
great taste in covers, we really do.
Yeah, this one, but I don't think this was your choice.
I meant all of us. I meant us and Simon. Like, all your friends have great taste in covers.
They do. That one is. I hate the fact that it's Dwayne Johnson, but it is pretty cool looking cover. So yeah, that one is Action Comics 1048. So I'll look forward to have a read through that. And then he also sent me this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now it's not in the best shape, but I actually don't care. Doesn't
matter. It is what it is.
This one's an interesting one for me because it does have a sort of Marvel adjacent. So I do know of Angelo, and I was always on the lookout for this. And when he sent this in the giveaway, when I knew I was getting this in the giveaway, he's like, "Oh, it's really rough. It's a really rough copy." I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's one of the few where I'm like, I don't actually care at all. But again, my issue with this now is not the book, but the creator. So,
you know what? Let's just, what can we do? It is what it is, all right? And he already sold Angela off, all right? We're good. We're good. He doesn't even own her anymore.
It is. It's a real, like, and let's not get into it.
Listen, the thing is, he created so much stuff that we all enjoy, right? Yeah. And that can't change. And no one is absolutely perfect. And this is zero excuse for the things that he did, right?
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
But I mean, like, I can't change how much I enjoyed it. And also, I don't have to look at his face when I'm enjoying the stuff he created, right? I was talking about this last night, where, like, when I watch the Cosby Show, I get turned off because there's so much Bill Cosby to look at.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're not having a TV show. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can watch 7 and I'm fine with it because I don't spend the whole movie looking at Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, that's true. There's some of those Dollar General 125.
The Rebirth ones. There are Rebirth, New 52,
Yeah.
And Dawn of DC books that were made for, he says Dollar General. Over here was made for Dollar Tree. So I don't know where Renegade is, but they were made for Dollar Tree over here in the States. And they're $1.25, and they have minimal advertising, and they are third printing.
But they're too. You're talking these ones, right?
No, the Superman Rebirth one shot.
Oh, this one.
Yes,
but it's got a $2.99 price point on it.
Right, because you have the real one, not the Dollar Tree one.
Oh, I see. Some of those are the Dollar Tree. No, it said some of those are the Dollar Tree reprints.
Yeah, he says Dollar Tree down there. He got it. No, they're in a bag that says Dollar Tree. When you remove it from the bag, the cover is the same, but the back cover in the small print tells you it's third printing. Like, go figure.
Oh. Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So back cover. So where?
Yeah, see, no, because all right, so the back cover, right, where the advertisement is, would tell you it's third prints.
But this isn't it.
Right. So you already know because you have the original advertising.
Right, okay. Right, but
look, Renegade is saying, David, those are the real.
They're the real ones.
Yeah.
Some of those are okay.
Now the Batwing definitely came from Seabizzle.
It did. So this is this is we were talking about this pre-show. I love it. I love that it's new. It's new. It's a new very. I don't think they ever did this in the original format, right?
They did, but it was not the Batwing.
Yeah, yes. They did. Yeah. They did. Yes, they did Superpowers toys, but I don't think they did this vehicle, right?
No, they did. I think it was a Batplane. I think.
And then you've got it's McFarlane toys. So yeah, but this
Batwing is definitely new and McFarlane.
Yeah, it's really cool. I daren't take it out. So it's still sealed and beautiful inside. I don't think it comes with the figure. But
no, it does not.
What a great giveaway item. It is a struggle with my display where I shall find a place to put it. But I am impressed with that item. Have you done more of these?
Like we've given away a Darkseid, a Green Lantern, and this was the first time he decided to go with a vehicle.
Yeah, I really like it. I really, really do like it. As I say, it's we'll come to it in a minute. It's one of those where I'll see what I do in terms of the display. I need to get a bit more, and there is some Batman in here that I want to share with you as well, because it is. So this is another one by Simple Simon. Let's move this slightly so you get to see it better. This is one of those black covers. I really like this. I don't know what the significance of it, but again, variant edition with this webbing of Spider-Man's face and the spider. So happy to grab that.
That's great.
Let's see what issue this one is. Issue 75. I think I'm assuming ASM. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, great to pick up an amazing Spider-Man for me. That'll go in the Marvel collection. I do have like 2 lots of Marvel books. So I've got my books that are sitting here on this side of the wall, which is all the vintage stuff. But I've got all the modern stuff because I started recollecting in 2010. And they all sit in a storage locker. So at the moment, I've got this like transit room that goes to the storage locker. And that has all the modern stuff from 2010 onwards. So I've got pretty much a complete run up until about I stopped again and only started picking up random titles at about 2016. So yeah, got like a 5-year run of Amazing Spider-Man. So that'll go in with that. This one is the book that you were talking about and the one I used on this cover. Absolutely love. It's Phil Noto, right? That's the other. It's Phil Noto, one of my favorite artists as well, recreating that Marvel Spotlight cover, that classic cover, and it's beautiful. So thank you for that. That's going.
And it's so funny. I'm like, I want something for the giveaway, and I'm going through box after box after box in the comic book store, and I'm like, this is beautiful.
It's so good. It is a really good rendition, and I love his work. He was supposed to be. I'm trying to think. He was supposed to be at a recent comic convention here in Australia, but he had to cancel. And I was trying to get a commission from him because he's so talented. I love his covers. So yeah, this is in absence of having my own copy of the first appearance of Ghost Rider, I'll take this. Thank you very much. So yeah, very, very kind of you to put that in the box and actually find it. So where did you find that?
In the LCS.
Oh, right, just randomly in the LCS. Was it?
I wanted stuff that was Halloween themed,
Yep.
right? And then I forgot to put it in the October giveaway, so I was like, "Well, it's going in the November giveaway."
Very good. Well, I won out of that then, so that's good.
Yes.
That's good. I'm pretty sure this was you.
That may be from Seabizzle.
Second appearance of Dark Horse, starring alongside Spider-Man. I did already have this. So I do already have this, but you can't have too much Darkhawk in my mind.
Darkhawk was such a hit when he came out. You know,
I'm amazed nothing's happened with him yet. It's
I just
like he's such an interesting character, and I love the. Let's see what happens. I can't. It annoys me that they haven't
found a way to make him resonate in the present.
Yeah. Well, they did try it with Avengers Academy, right? But then they killed him off very quickly again.
Yeah. Well, it was also a new person with the amulet, so
Avengers Arena. I loved it, that's actually one of my favorite books that just completely goes under the radar. Just
it was a great book, really well done, great use of Mad Mod.
Yeah.
Mad Mod, what's his name?
Arcade.
Arcane, yes. Why do I call him? Because he looks like Mad Mod, doesn't he?
Yep. It was a great use of Arcade. It was a really good use of X-23 at the time. And all of these like characters, like Dennis Hopeless did a fantastic book, a fantastic story. I wasn't so keen on the follow-up, but the first one was brilliant. It was like just, what you need from a dark title. This one was definitely yours. Thanos Smash of the Titans with Hulk versus Thanos. Great cover. Never again, not read that one, but looking forward to digging in. So
I can tell you cover choice.
Yeah, definitely a cover choice there for sure. Renegade Rants, love that cover. Marvel Spotlights. You should get one of these just as a placeholder, like I am.
Yeah,
because it's so good, that cover. It's so good. Great. That's another beautiful one. Empire of the Spider Part 1, Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 38. Again, you can these covers.
Yeah. And it's a minor key. And
the minor key relevance is?
It's the first time we see his sister as an adult.
Right. Interesting. Nothing about minor key on that. See, that's one thing I would give. There is at least a note on this one.
Yeah, that probably was Steven. Steven was on his game.
He's on his game for sure. Like this one I really liked because I am a massive Werewolf by Night fan. And this is Spider-Man 2099.
I love Spider-Man 99. I really want to say that was me.
I hope that was you because I'm assuming that this is the first appearance of Werewolf by Night 2099.
Yes.
So this was like when I saw this come through, I was like, "Oh, thank you for that. That is fantastic." I will double check that it is the first appearance of Werewolf by Night. But again, stunning cover there. And I love the fact now they have to put Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. Like,
yes,
don't we know that that's who he is? Has he changed at any point?
Some people need to learn. But notice how also it says 100th Legacy issue on there just to bring it home.
Yes, that's a very good point. There you go. 100th legacy issue. So
And the reason I want to take credit for that one is because I very much remember grabbing the 100th issue for some reason.
Yeah, that one I like. I do really like. I'm looking forward to digging into that. Silk, a great Silk cover. Stormbreakers, is that a title? I'm trying to think. Is that a title or is that? I think this is. I thought that was just like that's the variant name.
That is the variant name, yeah.
And that's more about new talent, isn't it? I thought Stormbreakers were.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, this is why you've got this great cover. It's interesting though because it's a bit, it looks great, but then you've got these cutouts. So I'm assuming that that's intentional, but a lovely cover. I do like Silk. I've got both of her first appearances in terms of like the variant and the first print graded. And again, it's one of those that you just think, why has she not made the transfer to the big screen? Especially
with Sony. Why didn't Sony give her a movie?
Yeah, but we'll do it properly, right? But I don't think they're very good.
They don't. God knows what they're doing over there. God knows.
God knows. This one is definitely a cover to be remembered. Peach Momoko, Gambit #1. That is, I really like that. That is beautiful.
Yeah, definitely one of the better Peach covers.
Yeah, really nice. And I'm not normally a fan of her stuff, but this cover just really works for me.
Yep, I agree.
So yeah, really good. Crypt of Shadows.
Oh, that was me. That was me.
That was for your October box that moved to November, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Again, look at that cover. Painted cover. That is beautiful.
I love a theme, and I love Scarlet Witch. So
I just love the way that the hex on her fingers at the front.
Yeah,
and the way that the trade, actually, they've done a really good job in terms of matching it with the trade dress too. It's a fantastic looking book. So looking forward to reading that one. I think I have another variant of that somewhere, but we'll see. This one was funny when it came through. I'm a massive X-Men fan, so this unfortunately is a dupe. But one of my favorite things on the cover, I loved the whole Dire Wraith ROM series. So this with
that issue, and I don't think I included this in the box, but that issue is the issue of Uncanny X-Men that I reviewed with No Good Comics and John's Comics for Kids.
Oh,
on the X-Men Omni. It was actually the first time it was on X-Men Omni we did that issue, And Storm spends most of the issue powerless, fighting for her life, and trying to figure out if she's going to kill Forge or not. And it's just great. I love it.
Is this the one where she gets her powers back?
No, not here.
Not in that one. But again, I love. This was my era. Like I was at my LCS back in the UK at the time, and I was just picking these up. So I was lucky enough to be there for the I think this era through to about 260, 270. Just picking them up from the and so that they have a lot of sentimental value to me. These ones,
absolutely.
We've got a Rogue and a Gambit, which again I'm not sure that was yours. I think this might have been Simon's. In fact, I'm pretty sure this was Simon's. But yeah, I'll give that a go. I like the cover. Very nice art. I was never really into the Rogue and Gambit thing, though.
What?
It just didn't. I like the idea that because it just was a relationship that go nowhere.
They're two Louisiana lovers, sugar. He's just a good old boy gone wayward, and she's just a lovely gal who's lost her way, who needs someone to love her.
Fair enough. But so here's the thing: what did you think of the portrayal in Deadpool and Wolverine?
Oh, it was really fun because it was a Deadpool Wolverine. It was a Deadpool movie, so it was really fun. But he's so committed to the role. So committed.
I give him credit where credit's due.
If they want to use him again, I welcome it because I think he could do it. I think he could do it with seriousness.
He could carry it off. Yeah.
But
I'd almost want him to be like another version of, just still stay in that Deadpool vein, right?
Just a little bit, but like maybe we can actually understand the accent.
Yes, I think so too. This one was a surprise for me, and this definitely came from the giveaway box. This one is the Union, and I'm a seeing UK heroes and a UK team.
By the way, for some reason that is part of the reason it made it into the box.
Because of the UK, because it's a UK.
Yeah, because I said, what if one of our foreign watchers wins it?
Right. And lo and behold, someone who was born in the UK now living in Australia.
Exactly. And I was like, it works. It totally works. But again, at the time of conversation, I don't think I even put this one in the box, but at the time of discussion, I said, yeah, that's great because we have international viewers.
Well, it works for me. I've got the first issue, the cover A, but I didn't have the variant. So this is great with Union Jack on the front. But I quite like this series. It was very I think it was only like 3 or 4 issues. And they're always short-lived, these UK stories. They just never seem to.
Captain Britain and MI6. I love that series.
It's so good. It's so good, that series. Don't get me started though. Someone sold me a newsstand which had color touch on it. Which you shouldn't have a color touch on a modern book. Anyway, this one, X-Force #1 from the Ashes, A New Beginning. So again, a great cover. I haven't read the new X-Force. What I like about this though is it's got Deadpool in X-Force, and it looks like what X-Force should look like, as opposed, or how I remember it in the 90s. So looking forward to checking that one out. But again, great cover. You'd certainly know how to pick them, mate. Speaking of great covers, that one. So, yeah, J. Scott Campbell variant edition with Emma Frost on the front. I'm wondering, is this part of a broader set? Because it looks like it's like a connecting set. Because she's standing in the X-Men letters. If you look closely.
Yeah, I don't know because the Rogue one. You know what? I don't know. I really don't know.
Might be. I'm now thinking that could be the case. I'll have to double check and have a look. But even so, that is beautifully blue, gorgeous looking cover. And I'm not normally a J. Scott Campbell.
It can't be because they each have a different color scheme. So how would they even line up when they don't even share the color scheme?
Oh, who knows? They might have the letters.
Rogue's green. Ileana's is yellow. Psylocke's is purple.
Can you see them?
No, I'm doing that for memory.
All right. I was going to say, if you can see them, then it's just an interesting one because she's standing in between the X and the M. In the actual image.
Maybe he had a thought in the beginning and then just it went out the window.
Never did it, but it's so good. It's again, that is a fantastic looking cover and great. Incredible Hulk #1 variant edition. I don't think I had this, and I'm trying to check which series it was. But again, great cover there. Look at that. Fantastic. I think this is the Monsters series. The new it's the new Monsters series. So this is the current new series. So I'm actually collecting this one already, but I didn't have the issue 1. So that goes beautifully with the collection. So very happy to get that. But that cover again,
beautiful.
That's really good.
Of course, I have no idea who that came from, but it's beautiful.
I definitely think it's your. It's got to be your. It definitely was in.
Flip over. Let me see the logo on the back of it. Whose logo is that? tfa.com. What does it say on top?
It's definitely from your set because there's a number of them in here that have that on the back.
Then I'm gonna guess it was a Sea Bissell choice.
It might make sense. Yes, might make sense. And then this one, Thor. So this is Thor 18, but it's a Joe Jusko variant.
Yep.
And yeah,
from his card set.
I've been picking these up here and there. I've got the original set of cards, but these, it's great to see them. I might take this to Heroes and see if Joe Jusko's there, get him to sign it. So,
oh my!
That's really good. Shall I finish with the slab, or shall we finish with? No, I want to finish with. I'm going to finish with the slab. We'll go first. Invincible Iron Man 10, 9.8. I don't think it has any particular key significance. I know Riri Williams at this point was introduced in 7, I think.
Yeah. That's Mary Jane going to work for Iron Man, right?
Yeah. But I think she does that at the beginning of the whole series. So I think it starts at issue 1 where she starts working for Stark. So I think at this point she's just working for him. But I don't think there's key significance to the slab. But just getting being able to pick up a 9.8 slab in a giveaway, fantastic. One of the best boxes I've ever received in terms of a giveaway. And yes, it was over a month, but I have to commend you, gentlemen, for pulling that together.
It happened. It took some time, but it happened.
So how do you normally structure it? Do you just drop things in week by week? Like, how does it work?
Yes, that's usually what it is.
Right. And then essentially you'll just
we just keep trying to build. We just keep trying to build that momentum. I got to tell you, December was very hard. Very hard. The whole concept of trying to have a box that was worth about $1,000, and it being Christmas and it's celebrating 1,000 subscribers, it was very stressful.
I bet.
It was very stressful. Now, we did happen to have that Spider-Gwen variant that was certainly worth a few $100s. So that got us going. Yeah. And then, it just kept going.
I'll tell you what, though, the last one that I've got on the list.
That's from Phil.
Oh my God. These are they're immaculate. Right. And B, I'd never heard of this series. And then realized that it's essentially a story back in the beginning of Batman's days. And just they're using the old costume, but the art in this and the story, I really enjoyed. I did actually read this. And I was very pleased to see it. And they are now pride of place for me. And because I just got a Batman. Is it a Batman #1? I think it's the first Detective Comics, first Batman. Locke has done me a commission for that. And which I bought for Heroes. For Comics Curing Cancer. So that will go with this. I sort of thought that was a nice little timely thing to go with this book. I mean, you can see these covers are just awesome. So very happy to get that, and I'll be reading that alongside I'll be keeping that alongside my Detective Comics issue that Rock did for me. So anyway, that's probably it for today, mate. Let me bring the screen to normal so we can see you. Let's remove this. We don't need the comics anymore. What's on for you? What have you got planned? What's happening in your world? What can we tell the audience about?
In 40 minutes, I'll be with the Council of Comics, and we'll be doing the box office and our review of American Graffiti.
Awesome.
And then Phil is next, and Phil will choose the next director and the next couple of movies for that director. Monday nights, we got the Council of Comics for New Keys and Hot Comics. Tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to do a live hangout stream because I don't think Trev is doing anything. So, I do love to, and also I'm off work tomorrow. So I'm like, yes, I'm officially going to do a hangout stream. And then next Saturday morning, I have Cole from the Masters of Comic Books on for Comics and Coffee. That's going to be really great. And well, I have the whole calendar here. Let's see. All right. So, yep. Oh, and today is Sam's birthday, and tomorrow is Seabizzle's birthday. So shout out to some of the Council of Comics. I'm supposed to interview Tim Seeley. This is the third time we rescheduled. I'm supposed to interview Tim Seeley on the 23rd. Let's hope that it happens.
Fingers crossed.
I'm crossing my fingers. And then on February 1st, I have Ian and Becca are going to be on for Comics and Coffee. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Very good. And we are trying to schedule a comics and champagne session. Correct?
Whatever you want to make it. If it's champagne, you just let me know. And I'm like, I'll buy my bottle, you buy yours.
Yeah, okay. We'll do it that way. Or sparkles, something.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably get Prosecco because, I love Italian men and,
I'll get, yeah.
They spoil me.
I will join you in solidarity on the sparkles.
Yes. There you go.
All right. Right. With that, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Hope you enjoyed the books. We'll be back again here next week. As always, I would be remiss to not mention, let me just bring this up just briefly. Remiss not to mention the price variance. If you haven't already, we've just launched channel memberships. So basically what we are doing is essentially supporting the Hero Initiative. I'd like a big shout out to Simple Simon, Brian LCS, Mad Spidey, Deadman Comic, Cover Show, Easyverse, and Rob Fatstacks for becoming members. If you do, you get access to live streams and bullpen interviews with creators. And as well, we're going to be updating this over the next week or so in terms of new content. So stay tuned. If you'd like to join, please hit that join button. And with that, I will let you go. Thank you so much, Cliff, for joining. And thank you all for those in the chat. And we'll see you again very, very soon.